Welcome to Grow Your Greenhouse. Today, what I'd like to do is to take this raised bed that has nothing in it except 6 tomato plants over in the corner, just sitting there. And I'm not going to plant those, I just have them out getting used to the sun and the daytime because they've been in the greenhouse for a while. But what I'm going to do with this raised bed is plant my sweet potatoes in container bags. And to do that, I pull the old bark back. I'm going to dig 4 holes that the container bags can set in, about 6 inches deep. They'll stay cooler that way, and plus the roots can grow down. And then I'll have my sweet potato slips planted inside the bags, so I can water the top of the bag and then also around the mulch area around that. And when it's time to harvest the sweet potatoes, I just need to dump the bag out on a big piece of plastic. And so all the potatoes stay really nice and perfect, where they won't get torn up or anything. And so, first step is to pull all the mulch back. Got the mulch pulled back. And now I'm going to dig 4 holes about the size of a 5-gallon bucket. And we'll put the container bags down in here. I already have the container bags prepared. And they've got a mix of the potting soil and humus and sterilized manure and perlite and mushroom compost. There's lots of nice earthworms in here. I've been working these beds for probably 4 years now. What I'm going to do with this bed, I'm going to connect it with the bed directly behind there. It's got a couple of the broccolis that have gone to flower. And I'm going to connect it and make a longer bed here. Make a little more use of the area. And so we got my outlines done, and then I'll take and move this out of the way and we'll get the container bags put in. Well, that was quick. Got all the holes dug. Got one, and the container bags put in all except one bag. So now we've got the last bag, and these are 5-gallon bags. We want to fill back in around. It's going to help keep everything nice and cool and real Texas summers here. And I'll finesse this and get this real nice looking. We'll get some more mulch to put in, bark mulch. Keeps the ground, I bet you, 10 degrees warm or cooler when you have that. So I'll clean this up a little bit, and then we're going to plant the sweet potato slips. Well, I've got the mulch out, got the bags planted, and notice how the raised bed of the dirt, compost, everything is getting pretty tall, and the cedar boards around the outside seem like they're shrinking. Well, that's just kind of natural after a few years, and the beauty of doing what I'm doing is I'll be able to, if I do it in the next few weeks, I'll be able to pull these bags out, rebuild my raised bed to connect with this other raised bed, and that broccoli is going to seed. I'll be pulling that, but and then make a longer raised bed. But the beauty of it is I can just lift these bags out. But right now I wanted to show you the sweet potatoes. And so here are the 4 sweet potato slips that my friend Aaron gave me, and I'll be planting these all the way up to about here on each one of them. Get them planted nice and deep, and they'll grow because they're a vine type plant, and they will take and grow roots out. And so we'll put 1 in each one. And then I'm just going to pull back and get her set in this really, really nice mix. And after I plant them, I'll take and put my nutrient solution in. And they can just grow and make a big bag of sweet potatoes. My white potatoes I've got growing with the onions in the next bed. I'll plant them all at the same time. The white onions grow up and the white potatoes grow down. So I'm making use of the whole bed. The dirt down low and the dirt up high to have a double crop going. And then when I pull all those, I'll be able to take and plant jalapenos or something in there. And I've already got my nutrient solution ready. Just going to douse it really well. And thanks God for this growing just perfectly. In the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. I like to pray for my plants and just believe for the best for everything growing well. And I also use squirrel cages. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Use about a quart of the nutrient solution in each one of these. And I'll water them again tomorrow, but I'll just use purified water. I have a whole house filter in the greenhouse, and I'll fill it up and then water real well with that for a few days. What I wanted to show you was one last thing. That's the sweet potatoes, and over here I'll show you how to take off the squirrel cage. It's very lightweight, just lifts off just like that, and it rolls right back on when I'm done. Best way to stop the squirrels, made out of chicken wire and 2x2s, but I thought you could see a nice close-up of everything. You can see the potatoes in there in the midst of the white onions. They all seem pretty happy. And then my jalapeno raised bed. It's going to be an exciting summer. Well, thanks for coming to Grow Your Greenhouse, and we'll see you soon. Take care.